Hello, welcome back. Right, we're going to try playing against a computer now. Should we try and play against a bot? Let's try and play against Fabiano. Right, Sicilian. So, who do people think are the favourites to win the candidates? Well, obviously, you would go with Caruana. Would be an obvious choice, right? I think normally here you put the queen on c7 eventually, maybe even here, and aha, it's playing the most aggressive way, which is g4, which I'd forgotten about actually. Could go knight c6. And now maybe, yeah, maybe it might go f5 actually. Nope. Of course, at some point it probably will go f5. I could just castle. Is again f5 worries me. No, it's not interested in f5. I could take. Maybe I could take and go b6, right? But again f5. Yeah, f5 is a problem because now it's threatening f6, and that is a big problem. I could go knight e. No, knight e5 drops b6. And you haven't got rook b8 at the end because they go a5. So can't. Well, I suppose no, that doesn't work. Yeah, so I've got a bit of a problem now. Queen d8 is a move, but somehow feels a bit suspicious. It could just, yeah, they could just take, and then there's somehow they're gonna. I'm also concerned about some kind of knight d5 move, but the bishop g4 is going to be met with the queen c4 is also. Yeah, and the problem is I can't very easily develop the bishop, so I go bishop b7, then e6 becomes even weaker. And if I go knight e5, then aha. Yeah, somehow it always finds the way. I mean, this is the only thing you would say. It's why it's much easier playing against human players because um they're not as accurate as this. They probably wouldn't find bishop f4 because of, your natural reaction is that walks into that, but of course it's seen that there's checks. Again, bishop b7. I'm concerned about bishop e4. Obviously, there's a problem with the back rank. Well, we're going to have to do this at some point. We have to develop. Yeah, I thought I could play knight c5 here, but well, it's also rook e8 actually. Rook e8 is an option. If knight c5, b4, knight e4, knight e4, bishop e4, bishop e6, king h8. What's that like? So how bad is rook e8? Also, bishop h5 is an option. Ah, rook e8, bishop d6. Bishop d6, queen f7. So rook e8 is not possible. Ah, yeah, so it's trying to trick me. Maybe here, but concerned about b4. Yeah, there's always this issue with this f-file lineup and how dangerous that is. There's queen e7. It looks very passive. I don't know how to move. But do I have a choice? Maybe I don't have a choice. Maybe I have to go here, which is not a move I want to play at all. Yeah, it just keeps coming, just there's no respite. It's like the Terminator, right? There's no respite. Yeah, so who did people think of the favourites? I mean, I think Caruana's obviously got a good chance, right? However, I've long held a belief that Nakamura could win a candidates. You just get that feeling. You get a feeling about something. And in general, he's just a very good player these days anyway. So, this is something to take into account. Okay, this g6 is possible. I'm going to try g6, although it obviously creates more weaknesses here. I thought I had bishop g7, but maybe I don't. Oh, he goes queen c4, right? Right. And if bishop c3, then bishop c3, knight e4. Ah, e6 is taken. And if I go knight d7 immediately, maybe it goes queen c4 anyway. Rook e8, queen c7. I'm going to try that move. I don't like it. Well, there's some respite, I guess. I could take. Knight takes, go knight e5. I could play knight e5 immediately. But the problem when I want to go knight e5, b6 becomes weak. a5 looks very passive. I'm going to take. Yeah, now I have a problem with the d6 pawn. As is the other thing when you play bots, is it better to play quickly and you don't give it time to think, or is it better just to you know just take your time? Well, also there might be a problem with bishop c3 now. I'm going to try that move because I don't know. I want to get rid of that knight. Oh, friggin' hell! Missed that move. Very poor miss. Because the problem with knights, I think maybe still does bishop c3 ideas, right? Oh wow! What the fuck is this? If I take it once, bishop e6, bishop g7, sorry, bishop e6, king h8, bishop c3, bishop g7, rook f7. Fucking hell. What an absolute munter. Yeah, just my king safety has been the issue for me the whole game, right? So queen c7, bishop e6. If I take with a knight, queen e6, king h8, there's rook f7 as well. I mean, there's also rook f7 immediately, like queen c7, bishop e6, king h8, then rook f7. Or in fact, even rook f8. Rook f8, bishop c3. Then you have to go queen g7, get the queen. So I can't go queen. So maybe I have to try this move, but it looks suspicious. It might be knight d5 ideas as well. Yeah, I bowed to its greatness. Now it's threatening to disembowel e6 pawn. There's bishop e8, but or maybe rook c8 is an option. Rook c8 because if bishop c5, there's rook c7. Okay, so now I can get rid of that knight if I need to. Bishop b5, but then I'll look worse like queen b5, right? If bishop g7, is there a rush to get rid of that knight? Maybe I should go bishop g7. Yeah, so if it's playing a slow pawn move, it's at least a sign that it's not winning with direct piece play, is the only consolation. But still, the position remains very difficult. It's now time to celebrate. So it wants to go h5. If bishop b5, then queen b5, knight e4, queen b6, or just bishop b5, a b5 is also possible. Could move the knight somewhere, but where do you move the knight to? Knight a4 is queen a4, that doesn't work. Bishop c6, h5. I'm going to try that move, although I don't really believe in it. Oh, friggin' hell, I've just dropped e6, yeah. So how accurate was that game? It was a sort of reasonable, tough struggle, right? Obviously, the problem is it just has so much tactical control. It always controls the game, and yeah, really wasn't too bad for Black. Yeah, I forced it to find some good moves. Actually, Queen d4 was not accurate. Yeah, at this point, I'm probably doing okay. In fact, I'm better according to the other engine. I'm actually better here, but I sort of panicked with this terrible bishop c6 move. And yeah, it's like the long-term pressure was, interestingly enough, h5 is a good move here, which I did not a move I even considered. And then so you could just tidy the king, which is very good. Yeah, once you tidy the king away on h7, the good thing about Black's position, very, very safe. At least for the time being. H5, you go G8. The idea is Queen H4, which again I missed. I should have spent more time there. Maybe I could rematch it. Hello, I'm excited to play against you. Good luck. Right, we're going to do it. I think he'll play the Berlin with Knight F6. Nope. Oh, yeah. I noticed actually a lot of these lines you play the open right up S, which is actually not a bad choice. So now it's maybe got a positional threat of B5 and Knight A5. So generally you have to go C3 to kind of avoid that. Once it's got this set up with D6 and E5, there's always a threat of B5. So you have to throw in C3. It's well known. Bishop G5 here is an option. If H6, I'll just go back. Maybe Knight F1 is possible. Or just castle. Maybe just castle, right? Am I being too... Yeah. Knight F1, H6, Bishop H4, G5, Bishop G3. Yeah, maybe Knight F1. Also, there's the option of taking there, but I don't know if that was very good. I guess it'll go Knight A5 now. Possibly I should have more... It was more accurate to go... So Knight E3 now is the natural square, but now, yeah, I can't go... If I go B4, it probably takes Knight C6, A3, but then A5, maybe. Maybe castles is playable. Yeah, now D4 is also possible. So again, B4 takes, Knight C6, A3, with the intention to go Bishop B3 and 5 for D5, but it's got A5. So B4 takes, Knight C6, A3. Also Knight D4 there is a move for black. Take, Knight D5, Bishop takes. Yeah, black's better in that version as well. So maybe that's premature. Could also go D4 here. What is the best move? If I go Knight D2, for example, I'm not threatening to play F4 because it would take, Rook takes G5 at the end. I'm going to try that move, but yeah, I'm also concerned about D5 options. Yeah, it's just going to... It's an interesting move. So I'd really like to go F4 here, but it doesn't quite work. It's like B3. There you go. Shit. I'm going to try knight B3 because, yeah, now my idea is actually just to go back, which is very wimpy. Also, maybe knight C1 is an option to go to E2, and then maybe fair enough. But it looks more natural to go knight D2 because you're keeping control of D5 square. Okay, so I've induced a weakness, but yeah, is that a good? Ah, okay. So now its idea is very clear, which is to, in general, you don't want to take because you want to keep control over F5. If I take, it takes to the knight, and then I don't have any great dynamic options, right? But if I don't take, then there's obviously a very clear danger that it's just going to start attacking me. Also, D4 might be a threat now because where does the knight go? Okay, I'm going to play this move, but I'm not very happy about it. Actually, it's G4, I've noticed. I thought I could go here, but now I'm realizing that it's going to be like a take B4, and it's going to grab D4 square at some point, maybe even immediately. Yeah. And it's going to trade on F5, and then if Bishop A4, it can take on D2. Oh, but then Bishop E5, I guess. Maybe I can get away with this. I don't know. Somehow it feels suspicious. Yeah, that is an issue. So if I take with a queen, it has knight e7, then it will win a pawn. Oh, then it's queen e5. If I take with a queen, is also queen d3, right? Bishop c6, queen d2, bishop e5, rook c8, or rook b6. Hmm. The ef5. What's its idea? Wants to take on c3. Bishop c6, take on d2. Bishop e5. What's the pawn count there? Maybe not good. So I might try to take on the queen, actually. Yeah, so my idea was this. Or was that? Yeah, I think I have to take, right? And then take with the bishop. Yeah, this is the problem. And now, yeah, I don't have anything good there. Because it's going to take on d3 and then yeah, it's a sad end to this game. It was looking reasonably promising at one point. Bishop f6, it will just take with the bishop. There is bishop d5 there, but it's got bishop a1. It's winning. So we'll try bishop a4, but then queen d3, and then it's also hit yeah. So resign that one. So what was the analysis? Okay, final position must be lost. I'm assuming, but what was it saying? Yeah, this is lost. But what was I doing a few moves earlier? When it went d5, queen f3 was not the best. I've always got this tendency to play aggressive moves. Actually, that was quite a bad move. Yeah, yeah, I obviously considered that, but I just thought, well, it doesn't do anything. It's going to grab d4 square. That's interesting that this is actually playable. Because your immediate... No, not this. Oh, okay, so actually, when it... Yeah, now you go bishop a4. Yeah, right. Oh, okay, so that would very clearly be good play, because if you take on e5 with a knight on f6, king with g7, that's going to be good. Ah, that's annoying, yeah. Okay. Well, let's play the top engine, because, Fabi's not good enough. Let's play Super Grandmaster 2900. She can even play. Somehow that feels like, it feels stronger than the top engine maximum. Yeah, it's just got a sexier name, hasn't it? Super Grandmaster. I'm going to play it on the maximum, which is 3200 level. So they've obviously looked at it and said this is 3200 level. I don't know how they judge that it's 3200 level, but yeah, maybe they can go f5 here. Okay, it's going there. So okay, there is bishop g5. That is a move. This is still theory, and then e3. But okay, yeah. But can I handle that? Can you handle that? It's going to go knight e4. And then if bishop f4 would be natural. Yeah, so it's again, it's putting me under a lot of pressure, right? Oh wow, that's insane. Wow, wow, I've blundered. It's just maybe why I should have put the bishop on h4. Again, maybe I'm panicking here. Maybe it's actually not that bad. I mean, I've also got option to take on e4. I don't know how good that is. But then you can take on f4. So the idea is if I take on e5 with a knight, then it's going to take d2 for free. If I take with a bishop, then knight takes e5 is possible. d5. Maybe it wants bishop g4. Yeah, and the problem is if I go d5, it wants knight dc5. So this is one of the ways I find that probably playing against computer does actually help your chess in a way, because it's very good at showing you dynamic ideas that you wouldn't necessarily think of. Um, like this E5 move, you think, well, that's an impossible move, and actually, impossible moves have more power than moves that seem to be obvious. Sometimes moves where it seems that your opponent is preventing them, and somehow you can play them anyway, are more powerful than moves that. Yeah, I should have gone bishop h4 earlier. That was a big mistake. Aha, so I thought I had queen e4 here, but now maybe there's obviously some detail I'm missing. If queen e4, well, there is bishop d2, but then knight d2. So, oh, it's simply f5. It's simply f5, and if f5 with queen f5 and e4. So, but can I take on e5 now? Maybe I can take on e5 now. What's this idea after this? It seems to be an extra pawn, but of course bishop f5 is possible. So my long-term plan is to play a3 and try and break the pin on the knight. Aha, another annoying move, because if a3 now, it's going to go... it's clearly going to go bishop d2 and take on c4. I mean, although that position might be a draw, it would surely grind me down in the long run. What are my realistic chances of drawing that? Well, against supercomputer, probably close to zero, right? I mean, I can play b3, but yeah, again, it's hard to see all this, because you could see this line and you could see, oh, knight e5, bishop e5, white's just better. But the computer just sees that a bit further. It sees bishop e6 is very strong at the end of it all. So you're pawn down, but you can't castle because bishop d2 is hanging. You can't play. As I said, you can't necessarily play a3 very easily because it was just take and c4 will hang at the end. But again, do I have a better option? I mean, I could play b3 is another possibility. And maybe b3 creates a threat of a3 because after bishop a3, then you castle. So I'm going to try b3, even though I'm not very happy about it. Also concerned about the move. Wow. Wow. This is really Alpha Zero-esque. Either that or it's pure desperation. Okay, the natural response to go h4. The Patzer response. So this is where I wanted a3. And if bishop takes a3, then just castle. And hope that somehow that's not that bad. Yeah, this is the other detail that I missed, because now... Yeah, there might be even like... Yeah, I'm not sure, but can I get away with that move? Just b5 also possible. Well, now I am a pawn up, but again, yeah, if I castle, it's going to go queen g4 and g5 and create some kind of attack. Although there is queen d1 after queen g, but also maybe it could just go g5 immediately. Is another issue. So yeah, I mean, so your first reaction is to think, well, this is good for white. But then you look deeper and actually you realize it's not that great for white because, um, yeah, I don't have much activity here. Rook on a2 is funny as well. It's not on a good square. So I'm very concerned about castles g5 and then just creating a counter attack. And it's well known that opposite colored bishops. I kind of feel like I don't have any other options. Oh, okay, that's interesting. It didn't go for g5. It's probably preparing g5. I'm rather drawn to f3, but again, I don't like it. If I take, queen takes, rook f4. Maybe this idea is queen c2, bishop f7. Yeah, I must admit it's kind of obscure what it's doing, but now, oh fuck! Now I'm realizing there's a problem. Like rook f4, this is hanging at the end. I can't afford to let that pawn go. So I could go king h2 maybe. Now I'll have a problem with e3 pawn. So the problems are just piling up. There is bishop f4. Maybe that's forced. Again, it's so passive here. Bishop f4. Hmm. Maybe queen f2 to g3. But again, yeah, just long term, I'm very concerned about the idea that it will go g5. Well, so now maybe it wants to like start piling on with, yeah. It's very important to anchor that bishop there, that so they never have to worry about the g4 pawn. Because queen a5 here is just b6. I'm concerned about it. I'm going to go there just so I can bring the rook into the game somehow. Maybe rook d2 now. Because this rook just looks like out of the game. Yeah, now a4, but then maybe it'll go b5. Okay, he's playing slowly, so that's maybe a good sign. Queen g3 is a possible move. Okay, there's rook e1 here, but what does that do? Nothing. Bishop c7. Bishop c7. Queen e3, queen e3, rook e3, bishop b6, rook takes. Bishop a5 might be holdable. Rook a3. I'm gonna go here, although I don't not mad keen on it. Yeah. This is the line I was thinking, like I guess you take here, right? And then he goes rook a3. Oh, he's got that move which I missed. Oh, maybe I'm simply dropping the bishop. Fuck's sakes. Yeah. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a big friggin' problem. I can go here probably. Very clever. Again, I'm not sure most humans would be this accurate. So yeah, long term it will win this endgame because I just got too many weaknesses like H4 and G2 are weak. I guess it, I don't think I have any chance of blockade right. And if D5, Rook A4, okay, we have to take them. Now it's hitting the pawn, right? If C6 he takes, we have to try and keep that pawn. It's got the wrong right rook's pawn as well. Oh, no, but I suppose if I go G3, it can't take immediately, because I go G4. So, and now it'll go Rook F5 check probably. Okay, what I can do is wait. Maybe it goes Rook A3. Aha, so he just wants to take with the bishop, maybe. You could take with the bishop, there's still g4, right? And now you could check and then come back to c1 possibility. Okay, so g4. Oh, now it's got check. If king g3. No, king g3 loses, right? Oh, king e3 also loses. Because king e3 goes check, take, and then take. Then king g3, there's rook check. King f3, bishop d5. Yeah, so I resign that one. Well played. But I did put up a lot of. How accurate was that game? Komodo 3200. I mean, it's bloody strong, isn't it? You know, my rating is given as 2330, which is yeah. It actually thinks white's better here. I mean, I was panicking about the position, but it's partly yeah, maybe a4 because there's no need to castle yet. Yeah, I was concerned about g5, but again, you know, probably panicking for no reason. It finds ways to defend. It goes like queen e2 and f3, king h2, and not so easy to make progress. I really should have held this, but I think I panicked with this bishop c7 stuff, which was there's no need to panic like that. I just fiddle around for a lot longer. Yeah, that was stupid because the kind of natural impulse when you're playing against a machine is to um, is to clarify, but now, yeah, now I have a big problem with this. So actually, this whole forcing line was just bad, stupid. And what was the review? What was the accuracy level? Not bad, yeah. Okay, let's have one more game against it. Well, I'm black. Must be smoking crack. That's a fact. That's what I did. Don't mean shit now. Yeah, you're taught to play Queen C7 here in the books. Uh, yeah, maybe it wants G4, so I have to be slightly careful because G4 might be an issue. Like Bishop G7, G4, E5, G5 maybe. Takes. Yeah, maybe. B5 is also possible. B5, I'm slightly concerned about A4. I won't lie. Okay, so now G4 maybe. So G4, H5 might be a problem for white. G5, knight G4. So I think once A4, I think it wants A4, as Christopher Walken would say. Now, if I castle, it can play G4. Knight B6, it might be knight 5 problem. Okay, I'm going to try castling, of course. Now G4 is looking very natural. It's gone Rook B1, which is slightly odd. Okay, Rook C8 looks very natural. I don't understand Rook B1. Sometimes it plays moves which are like, what the hell is that? It's beyond my comprehension. Again, H5 is possible, but then it would go H3. Do I want H5? Another option is Knight C5. Very windy outside, by the way. Knight C5 makes some sense here because, again, maybe G4, yeah. So I want to go C4. I want to go C4, and then when the bishop drops back, Claim that e4 is weak. Problem is like queen e5 hitting e4. It goes bishop f4. But then you have a cheeky move, queen f5. ef5, bishop f3. No, hang on, you're losing a piece. Sorry, what am I talking about? It's not a very cheeky move if you lose a piece. I think I'm going to try that anyway, but I'm going to, not after there, I'm going to go here. Ah, come on. Please, please, please. Please, no, it won't take a draw here. Oh, it has! Come on! Come on, baby! Get in the hole! Finally got a result against a maximum level. How accurate is that game? Maybe this is Sicilian is the future for me. Wow, 95.4. It's two bots playing. So I probably played a reasonable game. Now, I think knight c5 was like my star move of the game. Yeah, it's quite hard to draw against a 30. I don't know how many games against a, let's say like a theoretical 3200 human player. Bloody hell, that's like 400 points higher than Magnus. Will there ever be a 3200 player in history in future? I don't think so. Or not in my lifetime, unless the ratings get inflated. Uh, yeah, like it's like a super player basically. Um, yeah, Rook F2. I felt I was doing quite well. Yeah, the computer agrees with me. Because bear in mind, it's 3200. There are machines that are obviously stronger. That probably play near flawless chess, where they're always better. They never get, never get a disadvantage. Like Alpha Zero, obviously, or like Layla, or Stockfish. Running on, computers are running on a lot of networks. Um, neural network computers. Yeah, and I thought actually, yeah, I mean, objectively, yeah, it's true. Against human play, you try to find a way to win this, wouldn't you? Because it doesn't look that great for white. You had a pretty competitive game there. You played the opening well, but your opponent was on another level. It was an incredible middle game by both of you. Really? Wasn't much of a middle game. Seemed like a bit of a strange comment, really, but okay, whatever. Yeah, and obviously here, I'm actually doing quite well here. Oh, actually, you can even take. The thing is, even if I'd done that and got a better position, it would have outplayed me later and probably beaten me. So objectively, what I did, kind of luring it into repeating. Obviously, if it went G4, if I had like an anti-draw rule and went G4, then I probably would have lost. But the fact that he's taking a draw, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, it's a little bit, but yeah, I'll take it. A draw is a draw. Massively outrated by almost 1,000 points. Incredibly strong these machines. So that's it. Yeah, that was the match against the bots. I managed to get one draw out of the 4 games. So that's good.